very curious piece from Petronella Wyatt, a journalist who quotes a former palace source as saying, "It is William who was often the difficult one, and it is William who's preventing his father from having a proper reconciliation with Harry."
The main argument is that they need to bring Harry and Meghan back because the Nigeria trip has shown the glamour that they have and the excitement, and she wants a bit of that brought back to the royal family. Well, I say no, I couldn't disagree with you more.
Welcome back to Futurekron, where I chronicle the future of your favorite celebrities, politicians, and the royal family. Well, it's happening, folks. The tides are turning in the Sussex's favor, and we can certainly see it in the news. Before I continue, please support this channel by hitting that thumbs up and subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell notification to stay updated with my latest predictions. Well, we can definitely see the media's tone shifting towards Harry and Meghan. Here's what The Sun, a traditionally anti-Meghan and Harry publication, had to say about the couple's trip to Nigeria.
What Harry's done here, what Harry's been able to do is, the Spencers turned out to show him love and warmth and to show him respect for this project at his big moment. It's a big thing to have your project recognised at St. Paul's Cathedral with a service of thanksgiving with all these people in attendance, Damian Lewis reading a poem, a brilliant actor. And the Spencers were there and Charles wasn't and William wasn't, and it's back to that framing of the royals are emotionally indifferent and the warmth comes from Diana's side of the family.
Well, if you're right, both him and the Duchess of Sussex have kind of detoxified themselves.
Yeah.
They haven't been criticising anyone, but there is a danger that you're pointing out there that public sentiment could shift.
But the one thing that the royals should be slightly cautious of is if Harry now looks like he's the warm one and he's playing ball and he wants peace. The public overwhelmingly predominantly want to see peace reign. They don't want the war to continue.
Do you remember in my last video how I talked about Prince William's underlying envy of his brother Harry? Well, check this out. Princess Kate, who is MIA as she recovers from cancer, and her doting husband are evidently feeling the heat from a declining public opinion. They've just issued this PR piece for one of their charities.
It's so easy for people to go in a supermarket and pick something up.
Not really knowing where it's come from. No idea.
And the toll that it's had on people in order to get that there.
You do feel isolated, you feel on your own, you feel like you can't talk to anyone.
That was part of a video posted by the Prince and Princess of Wales over the weekend for Mental Health Awareness Week. It's a trailer for a short film which highlights the mental health challenges faced by farmers in Britain. It was produced under the guidance of Princess Catherine and Prince William. The video was shared on their official social media accounts with the caption, "This Mental Health Awareness Week, we've brought together the inspirational Sam."
I find the timing of this release to be oddly indicative of just how successful Prince Harry and Meghan's trip to Nigeria was in terms of shifting the tides of public opinion to their favor. But is it all too little too late? The royal family is clearly divided. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, thanks to the drive and dreams of his lovely wife Meghan, is on the rise. Harry has indicated that he can and will visit the UK on his own accord, and doesn't need to come running to Daddy, who threw him and his wife under the bus just a few short years ago. And speaking of King Charles, what a fiasco his latest royal portrait was. Did you see this? The shocking portrait looked like the king is bathed in blood. But there's also a hidden image of Baphomet. Leave it to the ever-curious and cunning commoners that the royal family looks down upon to uncover this hidden message. Think it's a coincidence? I doubt it. The artist behind the painting also did a portrait of the widely hated President Bush using lurid kitty magazine scraps. Sick. But, as usual, the whole debacle seems to slide right off their royal backs, going unnoticed. But the public is certainly tuned into the cold, hard reality of these royal mafiosos, who played with fire prior to World War II, then ran to the United States to bail them out. Now they're meddling in pipeline bombings and war with a major world superpower, dragging us right behind them as they use our resources to seize more global assets that will be dropped into the secret royal coffers. So you guessed it, yes, I'm anti-royal. And I have no problem with Meghan and Harry reaching out to an important foreign country on their own dime. It should be a lesson to all of us that you don't need a royal title to invoke positive change in the world. The power of the individual and the unwashed masses, as we've been referred to by many royals throughout the centuries, is supreme.
The Democratic Party still meets with Harry and Meghan, still gives them the time of day. We saw Governor Gavin Newsom on his hands and knees groveling over some sort of administrative error here in the state of California. This is dangerous.
Yeah. And by the way, in terms of Harry's visa and all that you're referring to...